Them youngins caught me slipping, I ain't tripping, got insurance, bitch, I'm back again, I'm strapped again, you get whacked again, they got Pusha T's new record is almost dry. I like listening to Pusha T's music. I don't really think there's anything else that needs to be said other than that. As it relates to coke rap, Pusha T, in my opinion, is like a paleontologist. I'm looking to see what new methods he can use to carve out his descriptions of coke rap on this album. That's really all I have to look forward to in regards to Pusha T. Hope we get some more personable music. I really enjoyed one of the singles. I believe it was the one with Jay-Z and Pharrell that he dropped maybe a week or two ago. But we got to hear the rest of the content on the album before we make any determination. The first track on this record is titled Brambleton.
I ain't Biggie's, but was riding on some Tupac shit. We was both hurt when we seen how Keith rock, bitch. Why would I want to hold you down when I know you got a past that you go to?
This is smooth. One thing I loved about that record that he did with Jay-Z and Pharrell was how low-key and smooth he was during the hook. I thought that was fantastic. It made me see Pusha T in a much more laid-back, chill, kind of vibey light. He was much smoother on that hook, and even here, than he really has ever been in his career.
Really is about me, he channeled it through you. Had a million answers, didn't have a clue. Did all my niggas just to move your brick. That had me on Brambleton back when Pooh got hit.
I need a refresher because I don't know who he's referring to on this track. Track number 2 is going to be Let the Smoker Shine the Coupes.
Let the smoker shine the coops. Rich bitches that love the boost. Still was made for two. AMGs on auto cruise. The wrist singing auto tune.
Yeah, we needed a switch. We needed a switch. So this cut was good to me. I thought it had a foundation for a really nice transition. I just don't think we ever really get that. Hook is kind of weak to me. I like the song, but I like it more for its instrumental like foundation more than what Pusha T is saying. Flow wise, I don't really think he's that versatile on this track. And also, like I said, the hook just doesn't really grab the way I feel like it's supposed to. There is a bit of an almost transition that doesn't actually like realize itself. So it's a little, to me, half-baked. I feel like this could be a lot more. It's a good idea. I just don't feel like it's fully there. Track number 3 is Dreamin' of the Past with Kanye.
I got plenty. It's so many, yeah. They say give me. He got plenty, yeah.
Yeah.
Loss,
Yeah. Yeah. See, this reminds me of damn. No, not damn. It reminds me of games we play off Daytona, similarly highlighted on that instrumentation. And it makes the song so much better. And this one is even better to me because of this sample in the background. I think this palette works so well for Pusha T. And it makes me focus a lot more on what he's saying as well because his flow here is on point and his delivery has a lot more punch.
You got to understand there's a difference. There's window stickers and window liquors. You know the type. Bagging up the work wouldn't be no dishes, be no Christmas, mistletoe, be no kisses. Made a wave.
Hey yo, he go crazy. So he's basically saying I'm the influence, you know, we the reason for all of this shit right now. We the Santa Claus, basically.
Award for the ladder, so it gotta be mine.
Oh my god.
To be mine, could have bought it, but I ain't like the way.
Okay, I could have done without the Kanye feature. It was mixed weird, like Kanye was mixed a little louder than Pusha T, unfortunately, but it doesn't ruin it. It just makes the track a little bit awkward near the end. But we could do without his verse. I mean, I could personally. I think Pusha T killed that track. I really do. I think that was a really good addition to this album. I've already heard Neck and Wrist, but I want to hear that hook again because the hook is just so infectious.
In the beach with $1 million auto. Bring the cameraman, we can shoot our own knuckles. 812 map.
Track number 5 is Just So You Remember. Okay.
Rappers apply for the stimulus. Living a lie, but die for your images.
Hold on, calm down. Okay, calm down. All right, it was a tough time for most people during the pandemic. Okay, relax. Not everyone can be the president of good music.
Actual digest my premises. She just spent $1 million on the finishes. Millie.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I would take the show Snowfall way more seriously if they had Pusha T music playing as backdrops for the scenes. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Just have the Pusha T song playing while everybody's packaging the coke, and the whole series is goated just off that. Honestly though, this is reminding me of like some, and this is a bad comparison, but it's reminding me of like 70s, some 80s soul music, like some. It is, I don't know why, I can't really describe it. It's just reminding me of some Temptations just a bit. It's the way he's talking. It's intimate. He's really close to ear.
Snow, we selling white privilege, designer drugs.
Oh my God. Hold on, bro. There's too many, it's too many bars. His delivery is just so authoritative. It's one thing that I'm really in love with about, you know, on this track. That's one thing that I'm really in love with. You can hear the aggression in the tone. Like you talking to your boss, you talking to your master. Respect me, understand who's talking to you. He said the book of blow, just know I'm the Genesis. Like, I don't know, bro. He really is coming off like Santa Claus.
Needle is sharp, but they ain't shooting insulin. You missing the point, these drums ain't Timberlands.
You missing the point.
Boys in the hood is mixed with the menaces. The cane is sugar and cut by Dominicans.
Oh, nah. The boys in my hood is mixed with the menaces. And then he goes over to Kane to combine the fucking menace to society to the boys in the hood movie.
My folks in the boxes serving life sentences. I live in a world that never leaves.
Bro,
witnesses.
what is he doing? Just so you remember, it's nuts. That is nuts. That's his best track in a while. Lyrically, delivery wise, great sample, great backdrop. Very intimate. It's like he's on a stage, but only one person is in the crowd. We've already heard Diet Coke. Now let's go to the track that made Kid Cudi tweet that he would never work with Kanye West again. Rock and Roll.
New David Ruffin, I just follow temptation. When you follow,
oh my God!
Legally selling dope on all of these stages. Van Cleef and all.
Bro, I don't think Pusha T's voice will ever get old. Like, even though he an old nigga, he still sound relatively young. You know what I mean? Like, he don't sound, his voice doesn't carry that type of tonality that makes you think that he's getting older, even though when you look back, he actually like, ain't he like 45 almost?
My son is like a work of art. His father's like Shakespeare. I've done the impossible. I should wear it. I'm David Blaine here. I could disappear, I swear.
Nah,
he
going crazy.
So and drove every six. I done glowed every wrist. Every plot got a twist.
Why does Kanye sound like this, bro? You're literally ruining every track. Like, I don't get it. Why the fuck? Why is he here? I'm not saying that I don't like Kanye. I'm just saying, like, why the fuck is he ruining these songs? Oh, he's not ruining the song. It's just like, you're making it weird, bro. Like, Cudi and Pusha T, I think, would have been fine on this. And honestly, Cudi's hook isn't bad. I just think it could have been explosive, or he went with a bit more of a natural, you know, voice. I guess you have to have a bit more of a distinction between the sample and the background as well. But if that's the case, it's just like, take the sample away, you know, during Cudi's hook, or have a beat transition, and then go back into it when Pusha starts rapping again. I pretty much like Rock and Roll. Track number 8 is Call My Bluff.
On time like the Amazon truck. It's played different, involve your mom, sister, aunt.
You know, and sometimes he does miss. You know, sometimes he trash. Sometimes the track is ass, and this is one of those times to me. That beat is just so atrocious, it's not even funny. I'll take a million Kanye West features over this track. Like, niggas are definitely gonna call your bluff after hearing this song. Like, what did you just show them? Track number 9 is Scrape It Off featuring Lil Uzi and Don Toliver. Oh shit. Did Pharrell produce it?
I just scraped it off the door. I'm moving with a tool. Yeah, get them picked off, Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Don Toliver on this track the most. I don't think Uzi's strengths are being fully utilized on a track like this, and I certainly don't want to hear Pusha T come on a track with Uzi. I don't think niggas understand that, like, niggas who listen to Pusha T aren't the same niggas who listen to Lil Uzi. And to hear those worlds slightly collide, not only is it jarring to see, it's downright frightening. It's frightening to see, it's horrific to hear. Even though I think Pusha T will probably have a decent, you know, contribution to this song, all of them together is like eating mac and cheese with lasagna and pancakes. Like, I just don't think this combination works. I don't think anyone is looking at Lil Uzi and then like, oh shit, I'm walking around the corner and now I want to see Pusha T. I don't think people are. Yeah, nah. Like, you not them. Like, you sound like a young nigga, but you not a young nigga, and niggas know that you're not a young nigga, bro. Delete this. We've already heard Hear Me Clearly. Scrape It Off, like I said, it isn't a trash song from Pusha T if he were to do it by himself, or Uzi if maybe he were to do it by himself. It's just mid with all of them together. It doesn't seem or feel right. Everything up until now, outside of like Let the Smoker Shine, the Coupes, but outside of that, like the rest of this has been pretty solid, really good. We've already heard Hear Me Clearly from Nigo and Pusha T, so the next track is Open Air.
Just got the word that the coast is clear, so I'ma send it down the coast and low on the lights. You roaches clear, parking lot cemetery is ghost.
Oh yeah, I like this. And it's also reminding me of fucking midway point of All Caps from MF Doom. It's reminding me of that just a little bit.
Ain't no Tonys in my circles, we Sosa's here. And these things come in, yeah, the ropes is there.
Fucking organ in the middle of this shit make him come off like a vampire, bro. Like, why you keep doing that? This I like though.
VVS V12, don't fuck with my V's. Highest for collar, I'm plucking you fleas. See none of
Oh
those
yeah.
walking can fuck with the tree.
Oh my god. Organ throws me off in the middle just a bit, just because of how he comes off. Like the vibe of the track kind of just switches randomly, but it's a smooth transition. It's just awkward when I get to the midway point or the beginning, but yeah, I think this was a solid song. I really liked it. Spitting on here as usual. And next is the final track, I Pray For You, featuring Labrinth and Malice. Wait, what? Wait, huh? When did he drop the No Malice? When did that happen?
I pray for my friends, pray for the one.
Bro, that was the only good thing about Euphoria was fucking Labyrinth's contribution to the soundtrack, and a couple others obviously, but that shit was fire. Y'all ought to hear it. Just listen to the soundtrack. Don't watch the show. Listen to the soundtrack. This feels like you are the only one. It's like you going to a confessional, but the booth doesn't exist, and you just able to express all your fucking regrets and your pains and your fears and your worries to this one person. And it's like, I'm gonna deliver this message to God. Just hug me, and I'm gonna take all that pain and send it up to the Father. That's what this feels like.
Separate ourselves from the plastic. The ankle of my sweat still elastic. The question in my scorecard, holding to a torchlight.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, right? Oh, I don't want to do this because I think like this is a great track. It's just there's certain parts of it that are really pissing me off. Like, you know, the cheap inclusion of the organs as we're leading up into Pusha's verse. I thought those could have just been like way bigger and way more grand and helped elevate Labyrinth's vocals. I'm not trying to say like this is a bad track. It's just there's certain parts that when they're so glaring, it's so like, bro, why did you do it like this? Lyrically, you know, he's doing his thing though.
The shit you write is timeless. We gon' live forever cause the shit we write is timeless.
Now this sounds good. This sounds good.
Today's top fives only strengthening my myth. Belong on Rushmore just from chiseling the brick.
I like that.
Still fake moves mountain, so what are you up against?
I like the way that that this record ended, like kind of alluding to a potential Clips reunion. I thought that was nice. I thought that was interesting. One thing about this album that I will say is that it's a lot more authoritative than I think Pusha T's previous records have been. Meaning like it's more mature, but it's also less concerned with being involved and more concerned with making sure people understand why it stands out or why he stands out. So I do think there are some parts of this record that try to be inclusive when it comes to artists that I don't really think Pusha T meshes well with, mainly Don Toliver and Lil Uzi. But when Pusha T like catches like that pocket and he gets into his rhythm and he's smooth and he's laid back and he's chilling, I think he makes some really enjoyable, even vibey music. I don't really have much to say about this record. Is it Daytona level? Not really, but I think the lane that it goes down in exists in a different realm than Daytona does. Daytona is very much so an album, more so if I have to describe it, like an athlete that's on the last few years of his run, going on about why he is the best in the game, whilst also instructing those who he sees on his similar path. But on this one, feels like he's very much so removed from what he used to be involved in, while recounting the things that he influenced and the things that he fathered. So I definitely enjoyed this record. I enjoyed how authoritative he was. I enjoyed how laid back he was, how confident he was. There were some tracks here that I don't feel like he did a really great job on, performance-wise, or from a technical perspective. Like, some of the beats weren't that great, choice in features, but those are really few and far between. The tracks here that are strong are some of his best. I really do believe that. And when he's barring you up, he is relentless. His delivery is on point. His focus does not stop. He is hitting you with blow after blow after blow. You are feeling him. You are feeling him 100%. Yeah, y'all feel free to let me know how you felt about it in the comment section down below. And until next time, you know, we out.